You might not be aware of this process, but it's a really great analogy for whatever it is that you do. So I trained as an actor 25 years ago, and I've been on stage since, I don't know, 4 years old. So 40 years ago. Wow. And there's always a process. So you are in rehearsals, and depending on what the rehearsal period is like, there is that sort of intense time where you're putting together the show. And then there's a moment where you get into the theatre, and you will often have 2 runs here. So the first run will be a technical walkthrough where the lights and the sound and the music and things begin, and the smoke machine, if you were in a dance show in the 80s, the smoke machine will come into action. And it's not in costume, it's very like the walkthrough of figuring things out. And however well rehearsed you are, there will always be a point, generally, or certainly there was in the 80s and 90s, where a piece of scenery falls down, or some scene that you've blocked over here no longer works because there's no light there, and things need to be reworked. Bits of furniture come in, and it feels almost as though you're working a new show. Once that technical moment is out of the way and everybody's had a glass of wine and a rethink, then comes in the dress rehearsal. So that's when you figure out, like, can I actually get changed in that moment? Or like, oh, my prop is on the other side of the stage. How am I going to get from there to there? It's all these logistical moments. And then hopefully by the time the curtain goes up on showtime, you're in a great spot and you know what you're doing, and you have that kind of press night and hope for the best and cling on for dear life. We also have to give ourselves grace when we work on a visibility strategy, when we put ourselves out there. And I think too many of us are hoping, wishing, assuming that we are going to practice something or think about something on a spreadsheet and then suddenly be able to deliver it brilliantly, like a pro, like we've been doing it all these years, immediately. This might take some time, you know. This might take some moments of you trying to do an Instagram live with somebody else where you're interviewing them, where it gets a bit glitchy, where you have that moment of like, the technology is not working, what are we going to do? One of the biggest gigs I ever did, the sound guy said, I can't get any sound on your microphone. And I said, don't worry, mate, I'll shout. I'm professionally trained, darling. But honestly, I was like, we will figure it out. It was all fine in the end. So give yourself grace. And also, if you want help and support, come on over and do Speak Up. I would love to do just that. Lots of love. Bye.